Hello, I'm Crispy. Welcome to Armored Core 2. Unfortunately, my audio chose not to function during recording.
I am currently one of the 5 or so people playing this game.
So here I am, salvaging the scraps for that one friend who suggested I record this in the first place. Thanks, friend. Starting the game, I was immediately interrupted by an amazing 2-minute intro movie. Here's a short portion of that. You look up the rest. And after that, I was quickly taken to the difficulty settings, during which I made a bad joke about liking vanilla ice cream and chose normal mode. Then the game let me choose my name and dumped some lore on me. Apparently, in the year 223, which just so happens to be when these important Chinese events occurred, humanity was forced underground. We're working for different companies after going to Mars. The tutorial was really easy. According to a minute-long segment from someone named Strung, all I had to do was destroy enemies, or MTs from now on, and keep moving forward. For new players, this is a PS2 game, so your D-pad, bumpers, and triggers are your movement. Square is to shoot, triangle is to switch weapons, and circle is to use melee and activate switches. I'll explain more advanced controls as needed. The MTs in this mission are pretty simple. If you keep strafing from left to right, you won't get hit much. It's about the same with their leader. He's only a bit more powerful than the others, and once I killed him, the mission was done. Entering the menu, I was greeted with new mail and a hexagon-themed sub-menu buttons, which I thought was cool until I noticed that the button switching was only done in either a clockwise or counterclockwise selection. Of course, I checked the new mail first, and was greeted by 2 senders. The first was the Nerves Concord organization giving a bit of extra world background and introducing me to the arena. And the other was Nell Alter, who is going to be my middleman for the foreseeable future. And then I saved the game. From here on out, I'm not going to tell you about saving, given that I save a lot during my playthroughs. My third course of action, after gaining my freedom, was to check out the garage. It's actually a bit overwhelming to look through all the options compared to the first 3 games, and I definitely did not have the money for any upgrades, so here was my performance. And here was my final Masters of Arena setup if you were curious. Moving on, I needed money, so I chose an MT suppression mission in the mission sub-menu. The requester was Ziomatrix, and they wanted me to deal with some malfunctioning prototypes in a factory. Once again, these MTs were simple to deal with. They generally floated in specific areas of the building and fired on sight. The map made the level a little more difficult, given the many small ledges that stopped my movement. I also took 2 other missions after that. One was an Eliminate Informer from LCC, where I had to destroy a vehicle, and the other, an attack mission from Emerald, where I needed to wipe out an energy collection site. Both were pretty simple, aside from one mishap where I accidentally left the area in an attack mission. Either way, here are the final results for them. Finally, after all that and a new gun somewhere in between, I decided to challenge the arena. I'll just put the whole thing here since I'm tired from editing for what feels like a week straight.
Alright, where's this guy at? Oh, he's behind me. Once again, I presume this is easier just because it's the very beginning.